Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are kicking back with Her Majesty Sarah Fraser.
David, I love that intro. P.S. I adore you. But wait a minute. The last show, you basically were alluding to this, like, I'm a lawyer and I'm mean to Sarah.
Oh, some
You,
asshole listener.
yeah,
Yeah, I
tell
mean,
us,
by the
give me
way, everyone who
context.
says something nasty, I'm gonna call you an asshole. I don't give a fuck. And by the way, don't listen. No, some asshole listeners, like, it's really the same thing you and I talked about before. They're like, do you know you're rude to Sarah? I'm like, well, and they're like, but this one says, say you're a lawyer one more time. Okay, well, let me say, I'm a lawyer. So I guess you were talking about Jen Shah, and they feel I was belittling you because I'm like, I'm a lawyer. I know how it works. That's what the motherfucking asshole was implying.
Oh,
So go fuck yourself, listener. And that's why I was being sarcastic like
okay.
that. I'm
Okay.
not mean to Sarah. I mean, do you want to see mean? Do you people want to see mean? I'm not mean to you, okay? It's like I speak how I speak.
I don't think you're mean to me.
Don't forget, I tell Sarah stories from the bottom of my heart and she doesn't fucking listen. She's mean to me. I am the victim here, people.
One time you said, "Oh, I have a very short story to tell about Leonardo DiCaprio's house in Malibu
It
decorated."
was about being
And it was 20
swindled
minutes later.
by Randall Emmett.
And I had heard the story before, and yes, I was bored, and I apologize. I am so sorry, but and I know everybody loved it but me, and that's what this show is all about.
Well, apparently not everyone. This woman says I'm nasty to you, so I mean, she would agree that it was probably boring if you ask her.
Anyway,
Sarah, Sarah.
David, give me all the tea. What is going on?
This is where I think we should start. Well,
Okay.
let's start with this. Okay, let's start. Okay, sorry, I'm going to change gears again. There's now the rumors about RHOSLC, and people are talking a pause. I say, please just pull a Dallas and just, I don't
Oh,
know.
you think?
I
You
don't
think?
think, I don't think, but I mean, I stand by a few weeks ago when I said this and I was laughing, which I wasn't being mean, but I was like, I really truly don't know how to fix this show. Like, and please, people, when you tell me that Demi Moore lives in Utah, well, so does Marie Osmond. I've had Marie Osmond on my show. I asked her if she would ever join. I asked her if she would ever join the Housewives. I mean, she knows Andy. Like, these people are not joining Salt Lake Housewives. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. So look, let's not go with a pause, but you tell me then, how do you fix Salt Lake? I don't think Mary is coming back. So take Demi Moore out of it. Take Marie Osmond out of it. Take Mary Cosby out of it. Jen is in jail. And I don't even think Jen was the problem this season. Like, how do we fix this?
Wait, you
How?
don't? Okay, I watched this season. The finale, I've already told
You
you.
love the finale.
I thought the finale was fantastic. The women
Why?
because they finally like have this, like aha moment of Jen being like guilty. They find Heather like has lunch with Lisa. They finally like it comes to full circle that they're like, oh, Jen's a piece of shit. It's like, yeah, you know. So I loved it. I thought it all got wrapped together. And wait a minute, I kind of enjoyed. Do people not think that these friends, and I can't even remember, and I guess maybe that's
Angie K, Angie H, and Dana. Those are their
I
names.
would keep them. I don't hate them. I thought they were good in the mix. Obviously, Lisa would come back, Meredith, Whitney, Heather. And if they casted one more person, I don't think they're that far off. I'm not sure if I believe. I don't know if I believe this. Like, I think if they got one more wild card in the mix and kept those ladies, we might have a show on our hands. You don't think? You don't think. I know you don't think.
I'm willing to be proven wrong. Like I'm willing. When I said Lisa Rinna was leaving in week 2, and I was so convinced the whole season, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it can't be this. I'm really wishy-washy on. I'm willing to look. I mean, we didn't know what was going to happen with Roni, which I didn't mind season 13 of Roni. I'll go on record again. But now we have 2 Ronis. Could I ever have predicted 2 Ronis in a million years? No. So sometimes the Bravo gods just figure it out bigger than something we ever could have thought of. I just don't listen. The problem with Salt Lake for me is I don't see a week link. Like it was clear Diana was going. Like I have no problem with Meredith or Lisa or Whitney or Heather. I think they're all strong players. It's something has to happen. I don't think these friends are it. I don't think you should bring in one. I just think something drastic has to happen, and I just don't know what it is. And so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Dallas is gone, so things could happen. It just might be wow after 3 seasons, guys. 3 seasons.
Now,
This
wait a
will
minute,
be
wait a minute. The other thing I thought I read was a flipperoo of bringing Miami back to, Bravo mainstream and then shifting Salt Lake to Peacock, which I feel like they sort of use Peacock Plus or whatever that, the streaming service that they have as a testing ground for a lot of these things, because let's be honest, they all need a shit ton of content now. And Miami has been so hot. I mean, don't you think they just do a switch up?
Well, I saw that comment somewhere. I mean, my understanding is that's like a fan listener comment. Like, I don't think that is
It
based on
wasn't.
any. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, I think there's 0% chance of that happening.
Oh, all right.
You know, Miami is phenomenal. I will stand by it. I just had Kiki Barth on after Alexia. Miami is so good. I think it's staying on Peacock. It's not even the girls in Miami. Someone wrote this in the comments on YouTube, and they were so right. It's like the women are all great, but like it's the way it's shot. It's just so classic vintage house. I don't know if it's because it's on Peacock, they get away with more. It is so good. It is so good.
So people say
Miami is the next housewife. It's like that, the city alone. It's like New York. The cars and the bathing suits and the bikinis and the mojitos. It's like just Miami. You get that vibe by watching it. I don't know, love it. I don't know. I feel I need to investigate. My sources are conflicted on this rumor. We like to talk reality here, guys. I don't know if it's true that it's going to be on pause, but I am so okay if Salt Lake goes on pause. I'm so sorry, Meredith. And I apologize to the whole Marks family. I'm sorry.
I know who you like and who've been on the show a couple times. I know.
I'm okay.
I love Seth. I mean, I do. I enjoy them so much. I mean, I don't know. I mean, other thought, if I were the producer, would you this would be sort of unprecedented, but I mean, do you make Coach Shah for one season like a friend of, and you kind of stay up with Coach Shah and the kids and how they're doing and Jen's check-ins in jail? I don't know. There's a lot of controversy, and we can get into that. Boy, Andy's been roasted all week long. I mean, there's a lot of
Daddy Cohen is roasted.